Hello, I'm back. We are continuing Valkyrie profile. This is a continuation of the Dark Dream Tower dungeon. I just need to make a 2-second break to kind of see where I was in that specific dungeon. But first of all, how are you? I hope you guys are well. At the time of this recording, I'll be starting a new series on my channel. Well, recording, not really starting because that wouldn't be accurate. I'm super stoked to kind of play those offline games. Even though the game that I selected might not be my favorite, I still believe that I'm going to find some form of enjoyment, hopefully. But yeah, so let's resume Valkyrie profile. During the last episode, like I mentioned, we started this specific dungeon, the Dark Dream Tower. We did encounter a few hiccups when it comes to the playthrough. So this is a spicy voice undubbed version where basically all my characters' voice lines are in Japanese. Now, I didn't realize it when I first acquired such copy that it is a buggy version. There is specific fights in this playthrough, in this game, that will crash the game, and there's nothing we can do about it. I looked around, and it doesn't really matter if you switch the program you would use to play those passive versions, if that makes it clear enough without making it clear enough. And so that's the thing. I am kind of in a bit of a conundrum, especially during the last episode of like, what should I do? And well, I'm not going to change much, to be honest. I'm going to still play the game with the Japanese voice to the best of my ability. And once I encounter some kind of crash, well, we're going to switch it to English, if that makes sense. So there's going to be a little bit of switcheroo during this playthrough, and yeah, that is it. So I'm kind of back. I kind of noticed where I was in the playthrough. Not the playthrough, the walkthrough. So yeah. Left, take the first passage up. So now down. Wait, that was the only. Oh goodness, wait. Assuming it didn't fall, go up, right up. Wait. Oh, yeah. Far down, save your game. Left, up. Dragon Tooth Warrior. Oh, hold on. Dancing sword skill. I believe I don't know if I have it. I mean, pretty sure I do. Splash. Noise arrow. Invoke feather. Invoke feather is pretty good. Auto item. Dampen magic. Throw. Sap power. Okay. I think that's... Did I learn it? Let me try to see. Dancing sword. Okay, so I did learn it. Good. To me it didn't fall, so that was that map. Then down. Okay, I believe it's going to be that part. It's going to be... Ooh! Sorry. My apologies. To get situated a little bit. Okay. So it's going to be far left and up. First passage up. Where? Supposed to be another up and then lightning spell. Let's see if it's. Oop. Let's see if it's going to work. Sorry, a little bit of concentration to kind of get myself situated. Last playthrough I didn't really take the time to. Should I heal? Yeah, I should heal. Last time I couldn't finish this specific dungeon. There was a lot of shenanigans going on. Plus, I mean, the Tower of Lazar-Veleth is definitely one of the longer dungeon. And I remember contemplating, should I actually level in his dungeon? Just because, you know, for the amount of XP that you'd get, there's a lot of monsters too. So that was kind of like an option. It's just, I believe it's the amount of parts. And I should look into kind of like, what is the best dungeon to level, you know, all your characters at. Okay. Angrim, please. I don't want this thing to explode. And this is, you're going to hear, it's going to give you kind of a timestamp on when I'm recording this. But yeah, I received my microphone arm not too long ago. Thanks to the loveliest of my viewers. All of you are lovely, mind you. But some of them really, I mean, I still appreciate it so much, like, gifted me this. And it is game changer, I must say. I did a lot of different tests of like me leaning back, and kind of like me sitting upright. It is maybe it's just me. I should ask, you know, oh goodness, my sound resource person, aka Cleo, about this. Is it normal that I feel that the sound is better? It's not necessarily better. Oh, let's go. But it feels like it captures it a little bit more easily, if that makes sense. Unless that's me. Listen, chat, if you make it this far, and you happen to know, you know, maybe the reason why, then drop a comment. I'd be very curious to know, like, why does it feel better? It's supposed to be another up, and then I was supposed to find a lightning bolt spell, an Eye of Heaven. See if it's the case. Explosion. Okay. We're there. I just need to confirm that it's really Eye of Heaven on the opposite side. But yeah, no, it is game changer because I do have a lot more space in front of me. My desk isn't too big, so hold on. Down, and then we go right. And down, and we save the game. Okay. Oh, please. It is saving a lot of space in front of me. For those of you who, well, you guys don't know, but my desk is first of all, it's a mess. It's also tiny compared to the one that I have in my small office that my SO uses. So I don't have a lot of real estate on my desk, and mind you, I don't need like a bigger desk for now. mostly because I do like the space, like physical space inside my place to host, if I can say it like that, a new desk. So right now I'm still doing fine with what I have, but it was a little bit of a no. It felt like Tetris, if that makes sense. So it's down. Hold on. Right and down. Oh, save your game. There you go. Now, whenever I switch saves, whenever I had to switch, the version from English to Japanese, I need to use these and not a safe state, because safe state is not going to work. Okay. Then, RP, let's go. Yeah, so now I have a lot of room in front of me, which is really game changer. And I even thought about like other streams that I can do. I know that I did a live cooking stream and tasting stream because I had like a box from Sakurako. And at the time, I didn't have my mic like rigged the way, like the pros do. So my mic was still on its stand. It was sitting on top of the counter. It was a little bit far. Now I don't know. Maybe it will still be the case, but I definitely have like some kind of leverage to kind of move things around if I ever sound too far or anything. For the watercolor, that's one thing that makes me kind of excited. As of now, during the time of recording, I still need to work on some line arts. Once it's done, which honestly, it's on me, I'm procrastinating because it shouldn't take too long. But there's a lot of like things that I'm doing ever since my sister went back to where she was, aka BC. So that's up. Oh, not the lag, please. Why sorcerers? Battle Maiden Valkyrie, you have come from me. I, who have sworn loyalty to Lord Odin. Please, do not seek to make a fool of me, defiler of souls. Do not defile souls. Yes, you do. I killed people and buried them in the walls because it was a will of Lord Odin. Pause. Well, send me to Asgard. Foolish mortal, you believe the Lord of the Gods would desire such a thing? This messenger of the gods. What messenger? You mean that demon? Demon, you say? What do you mean? How you're going to die. Yes, you will. You have been deceived. It was a useful tool for the side waist. Yep, it's going to die. Oh well. I shall have to find another as soon as I defeat you, Battle Maiden. Get thee hence, defiler of souls. I love her. I love her. Oh, please. Okay. Yikes. Wow. A dragon-toothed warrior, but inside is a cursed soul of a frightened child. We mistake her in killing this beast. Okay. Yeah, the sorcerer is going to be a bit of a trouble, but shouldn't be too bad with my team right now. Let's do this. Okay, let's do Yume. Okay, so that was my mistake. I didn't switch her spell. Ongrim should take care of it. Yeah. Good. Do, do. I feel like I talked about something and I completely forgot about the rest. I was talking about me having to do watercolored. I needed to do the line art and I really didn't take the time. Oh yeah. So the mic arm, actually the part that is going to be super helpful is that, you know, I'll be able to move it around a whole lot more if needed. I also have the arm for the camera, aka my phone. So I'll be able to do like close-ups and move it around. And if, you know, I have a cat, I mean, that's the thing. Loki is used to be my boy, and he was used to kind of sleep next to me as I was doing things. Oof, that hurts. So doing a cat cam was super easy with him. But with Doris though, it's kind of it's a bit of a challenge. Oof. Yikes. Okay. Oh, please. Okay, well, offer. You do it. So it was easier for me to do a cat cam. Now, Doris, I don't think she would stay next to me much. I could try, but I don't think it would work. I could do a cat cam at some point if she stay still long enough. Otherwise, you're going to see like a you know, a guest appearance as usual. Was it Yume? Okay, it was Yume who leveled up. Right. So I'm kind of like leveling the base stuff for her before we get kind of like the prerequisite for Valhalla. Now, let me see. Okay. The fairy bottle is the one that I should keep. This I can send. Okay. Yes. Good. Okay, fairy bottle. This one I should keep. No. Okay, cool. So I'm done with this. Can actually go back outside and see where I should level. Be safe. It's so important. I do have Kishel Anatomy. Yume also needs to be leveled. June. Should really put Kishel at some point. Kind of catch up with Lawfer, because I do want to send both of them together. I'm just taking a guess on what path is what. Actually, I could just follow the map. Oh. Okay, so that is not it. Did I miss some monsters that I haven't seen? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of pathways. Oh. Did I miss something? What is this item? Dancing sword. Is it on the list? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, apparently that was one of the skills that I missed. I kind of assumed that I had it since I learned it. Oh, yeah, okay. It was there. Good. Ooh. Oh, tragedy. Let's go all the way down. Let's see. Okay, so we are at almost the right level. Okay, so I need to go right and then we go down. I think that's it. Is it the right passageway? Almost. Okay, good. Just going to explore this side. That's kind of like the downside of following a walkthrough. It doesn't really make you explore the whole thing. But I kind of dislike that kind of very super confusing dungeon. I guess to their defense, you kind of learn their layout with time. It's just that I personally don't want to get lost too much. Okay. And I think this is the one path that would lead me to the exit. After that, so I did mention in a previous episode that I also had Bram's Castle unlocked, and I wasn't going to do it. Mostly because, well, how can I explain it? It is going to be done in the next chapter, because I don't trust myself to go through the whole dungeon without activating, the boss fight. So I have several periods left. I could send it was Jelanda right now. Just I don't have a lot of material at this point. And I do want to give her something. 250. Should I get another magic bangle? I think I feel like I should. You know what? It's an investment. Away. There. At least that. I'm not going to be too traumatized by this. Good. Okay. So I had Bram's Castle that I could do. Oh! That was not my intention. Well, I used 2 periods. Might as well use them. Otherwise it would have been... Should I reload? I did save, did I? Should reload. Okay. That was my mistake. Because I don't want to do this dungeon in particular. Editing me? You know the drill. I'm back. I don't know what the hell that was. But obviously, reloading in-game, that is not it. Okay. I may actually level in the Tower of Lazo Valette. Although I'm not super sure that it's the most efficient. I do have some Caves of Oblivion that I could finish. You know what? Let's do this, okay? Let's try this. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Otherwise, reload galore, I guess. Because I could find items or equipment in it. So, okay, well, that was not it. So who knows? Some stuff might be useful in this dungeon. Oh, this was a low level one. Oh, obviously. Yes, good. I don't know what the hell that was. That was kind of super weird. I mean, I was just reloading and I was just on the map. what was so difficult to load? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, those are easy peasy monsters. Let's be from like chapter 2 difficulty. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Giving me drops. After this episode, I'll see how many periods I have left. If I need to do some offline grinding, I will, to some extent. I do believe that if I do several Cave of Oblivion, that should be good. Ooh, this is extremely resistant. Interesting. So the difficulty is really on and off with this one. Oh. Okay, that's good. It is actually good. Frozen status, it means that I can do that again. I don't expect really to kill it, but it's still nice to have some kind of like buffer. Ooh, I'm stretching a little bit. It is. Not so early in the morning at this time. Apparently Doris has a new thing, which is to basically jump on me while I'm in bed. And instead of letting me wake up, she just stays there. And who am I to really push a cat aside in order to wake up? I mean, I am already awake. Just saying, but you know, I do have my coffee. Oh, okay, dude, please. Okay, it's very varied. Okay. Sure to kill. These orbs, when you attack them, just be 100% sure that you're going to kill them. Seen some explosion where I died several times. Oh, I did mention that I need more Union Plume and I need to convert stuff, and I didn't check this out. Okay, note to self. I should definitely look this out. Oh yeah, hold on. I have a flash. It's amazing. Whenever I stream, not really stream, but whenever I record or stream, things pop up in my brain. In a previous episode, I forgot which one. Really, because it's been a while since I've recorded them. I did mention that I had another game that I wanted to play. Was it in episode 10? I know that it was during the episode where the sound mixing was all off, especially for the music. And so I did mention that there was this game that I wanted to play. Perhaps online, but that I was kind of... Oh, goodness gracious. Should I try? Should I try? Okay, let's go. Oh, that is a tragedy. Never mind. And it's not a fire spell, it's not a holy spell either, so that's kind of like trash. Ooh, frozen. Okay. Valkyrie, Dragon Slayer. Can we wait and turn? Mm-hmm. And it was Dark Dreams Don't Die. And I said I didn't remember who produced it, because you know they kind of just gave up, unfortunately, on the game. And it's not because they didn't like the game. It's actually a very like dear pet project of his. And from memory, he actually still keeps the character in his game, like from this specific game, in other stories. That's how much he loves him. But yeah, and I wasn't so sure, and I said Suda51, but I was like, I don't think so, because Suda51 did the No More Heroes series. It is super fun, by the way. If you guys never played it and you were kind of like, should I play No More Heroes? It is super fun. It is more like a, I would describe it as like a hack and slash kind of game. Where, you know, you have like a specific room, and then enemies appear. You have to kill all of them in order to proceed to the next phase, if that makes sense. But the story is like pretty goofy. But yeah, so that's Suda51. I think, did he do, oh my god. Oh! No way. No way. How strong are they? Okay, hold on. No, not magic. I don't know if it's going to be very efficient. Break. No. Shit. Okay. I don't think this is going to be... Yeah, this is not good. Okay, so let me take care of this first then. Yeah. I'll let them kill Lawfer. Maybe he's going to have guts. Nope. Okay. Ooh, that's a bad turn of events. Jeez. You better give me a lot of XP, you stupid birds. Okay. I'm also tempted to just finish this. This fight without Yume alive or Lawfer. Yeah, no, that's not going to be it. I'm almost tempted. Skipped, but maybe I shouldn't. You know what? Wow. Oh, you're going to faint? No. Yikes. I might want to kill it. I might want to kill it. I'm kind of curious, like, how much XP do you give? Damn. How much? Oh, what? No way. 11k? Yeah, well, it could kill me then, for sure. That's way over level. Okay. Let me, first of all, let me transmutate. Union Plume. Need to. Is there more? It gives. No. Union Plume. Let's do that. Let's revive those who are fallen. Can't use heal right now. Goodness, I almost lost. I mean, I lost my train of thought right now. I was so traumatized. Oh, chest. Mithril ore. Okay. Broken blade. Well, I'm not going to do much with this, but still better than nothing. Where was I? Goodness, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Dark Dreams Don't Die. That it was not Swery 51. Swery. Suda 51. It's actually Swery. That did it. So Suda 51. Yeah, okay. I'm back to this. Suda 51, I believe, made Lollipop Chainsaw, I think. And way to faint. Hehehe. Excellent. No, it doesn't cough up gems. Tragic. But yeah, so and it was kind of like looking for the name and I wasn't sure. And then yeah, I kind of googled it later on and it's swearing. And it's kind of sad because he really loved the game and the character that appeared in the game. But I think that he has like a fallen out with a not necessarily like his team, but from what I understood, he had a fallen out with the producing company or something. And so he decided, with much his dismay, that he was going to cancel this project. So, mighty check. Iron ore. Okay. Mighty check, I think it's for detecting enemies. Oh. Ooh. Change. Get this, my dude. You need it. Get this. Good. Yeah, he has a another chest. Where? Pudding powder. Is there more? No. Okay. Yeah, he had a fallen out with that specific company and then ended up just canceling the project. Okay, so that was the end of Cave of Oblivion. Let me just check. Oh, we can't see the map. Well, I'm going to assume that's done. But basically, you know, that's why like he doesn't like it when people mention it because it is still, and I kind of understand, it's kind of like rubbing like salt on the wound. So that's why like nobody really talks about it anymore. But if I showcase it, it's going to end on a cliffhanger. Like a massive one. Wait, can I? Kingdom Plume, that's 100. But I don't want to spend much more. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I keep that. Actually, next I'll be able to save, send Jelanda, and do 1 Camel Village. Yeah, that sounds like good math to me. So season 2 never got released because he kind of wanted to make it and you guys are going to see like the way that the opening scene and everything is kind of presented. It feels like a TV series, and that was really like his his goal was to make it appear as if it was a TV series. So that's why like he wanted to do season 1, season 2, and so forth to release like the full story. To kind of give you the intrigue, it's not necessarily a puzzle. I guess it'd be an investigation game with surreal element and goofy element too. But it is very sweary of him. For those of you who don't know who Swery is, he is the mastermind behind Deadly Premonition. And for those of you who have no idea what Deadly Premonition is, it is at this point in time a cult classic. I don't know if any of you ever watched Twin Peaks, but it's basically Twin Peaks. It is basically Twin Peaks. Okay, so Lawfer is pretty much maxed. Let me remove this and this. Change. I'm going to equip my boy here. Okay. Party. Edit, change. Cashel. Oh my god. Cashel is going to die pretty fast. But you know what? He's okay, because I have my team. And I'm kind of praying for a dragon here. Please? No? Oh. What I'll do... I don't want to have too much to do here. Please make a lot of damage. Enough for them to die? Yes, okay. That'd be enough to level up Cashel. Maybe? Yes, no? No? No, apparently not. Okay. Well, it is fine. But yeah. So for those of you who don't know what Deadly Premonition is, it's basically Twin Peaks, but in game form. For those of you who don't know what Twin Peaks is, how can I even describe Twin Peaks? It is an old series from the 90s? I believe it's the 90s. It has, again, it's a murder investigating story with surreal element to it. Twin Peaks is such a hard thing to describe, and people either like it or they hate it. So kind of gives you a pretty good idea. Let's equip guts, because my dude, you're going to need it. Attack power, defend, avoid, fight. Okay, avoid also is going to be useful here. But yeah, he's the person behind these games. I'm kind of scared of birds now. I think I'm going to lame it out for Cashel for a tiny bit. Just because I don't want to. Oh, and gems. Cool. I don't want to risk it. Feather. Let's see. Some Cave of Oblivion don't even have any monsters. That's how random they are. And for the difficulty level, like, as you see right now, like, they're not difficult compared to the other dungeon where I had like super easy ones and then it just ramped up and cleaned my party. And I never thought that I would have to put guts on my healer. Technically speaking, if I had like stuff to prevent any kind of like status element, like not status element, like poison and stuff like that. Firestorm. Kill some. No? Okay, well, I guess. Okay, let's watch his special. Okay. But yeah, no, like, that's gracious. If I had stuff, like, right now, Heshel is poisoned. But if I had something to prevent the poison status, then I would need to have the cure conditions passive skill. Then I could use guts for Yume, no problem. But it is not the case, so I guess we'll have to do with that. Poison again, please. And misses. Tragic. Okay. No level up? No, not yet. Let's see. I just need to check how much XP. Okay, he's not too far. I guess it is decent XP now. Oh. Like I'm at the kind of like not necessarily crossroad, but I'm at the point in the game where Cave of Oblivion shouldn't scare me too much. Damsel, Icicle Edge. Give me XP. That's all I want. Good. Oh yeah. Also another thing. I mean, last time I talked about this, I was kind of like in the not necessarily in limbo, but I was oh Jesus. I was kind of waiting for an answer for my contract. So things have been positive. It's just that I need to wait a little bit more because apparently we are still fighting over where I'm going. So we'll see if I'm going to go back to my old team or if I'm going to, well, I actually, sorry, drinking a little bit of coffee because my voice is cracking a little bit. Basically, if I was going to go back to my old team or if I was going to go to another team I worked with before. So both places are perfectly fine. My favorite team is super far away from where I live, but the other team is kind of close, like it's actually closer. So technically speaking, I wouldn't be mad because going, please, can we, okay, good. I wouldn't be mad because they're not too far from where I live, so going back home would be kind of like super nice. It would be like 30 minutes and I'm back, you know? Plus it's not too far from the subway station, so I can walk. Okay, before I do anything else, so let's save. Let's save. Good. Let's send transfer. Let's send Jelanda. Yes. Good. And let me cactus. End of swamp. Let's go to Camel Village. I said that I wanted to go to Camel Village and I still didn't do that. Where are you? Mill? There you go. Yeah, so one of the two places would be much closer to me. which would save me kind of like the struggle of waking up super early. The team is nice. The team is definitely nice. I don't mind any of them. It's just, it's a different kind of beat, I guess. And my lunchtime is a lot less interesting than with my previous team, if that makes sense. Another thing that my favorite team does is that, so in PT, I'll talk about over-leveled. In PT, what happened is our schedule are pretty full, and it's hard for us to take breaks, you know? And it's not that we don't want to, it's just time-wise, it's almost impossible to do so. And so my favorite team, what they did was like, well, since you guys don't get any breaks, then what you like basically what they agreed, and that's like, this is the on-house kind of agreement, is that we leave 30 minutes early. So I would start at 8, but I would finish at 3:30, which is to me amazing. But it's just, yeah, that's a whole thing kind of that, it's not that it irritates me, but you know, I can't do that with the other place. And I tried negotiating that as like, well, you should take your break. It's your responsibility to take your break. I'm like, but nobody does. Who takes them? And obviously you don't want to challenge them and the logic behind it, because they're going to tell you, well, you know, it's on you, which is true, but in a way, I shouldn't have to deal with this. I mean, I don't know. So it's like, it has definitely, being with the team that is closer to my place, have a lot of perks. The place where it's located at, it's a beautiful place, and it's fun because, you know, if you don't have a lunch, you can go out and grab a lunch. And there's like cafes that do like delicious drinks and beverages for, you know, after my lunchtime. And there's like tiny things like that. But I don't know. Again, like I said, maybe that's just me. Now they're just fighting. And like I said, I couldn't really care less regardless of where I land. I just need to work. So that's kind of like the news for my work. It's still exciting, because I'll be going back to my roots in physiotherapy. Hold on. Skills. Ability. What do you have, Yume? Physical edge. Invoke feather. Okay. I guess this is how we're going to play it. I still need to look for this. There's so many things I didn't look. Oh. Chest. Good. I would have been doomed if they blocked. Broken armor. Okay. Switch weapon. Radiant sword. There you go. I do have a little bit of time left, so that's kind of good. Looking at the timer. Where are you? Frozen. Aha! I knew it. What? Ain't no way. I didn't even touch you. Well, that was a scam. Let's see. Those zombie monsters. Just see me do kind of like the long stuff just to make them cough up crystals and maybe items so I can convert things. But yeah, lots of exciting things. Still in limbo for some, but I'm very hopeful. For YouTube, I mean, it's going steady, I guess. I never expected to have this much fun creating offline content. And also this much fun just streaming in general. There's something really, I would say, not necessarily liberating, but there's definitely something to it that gives me energy. Like throughout my day, if let's say I don't feel super productive, prepping for a stream like gives me the energy to do things. So I kind of use that as a leverage. And obviously, like the most difficult part is that whenever everyone is streaming, and when I mean everyone is like everybody and their grandma are streaming, it makes things a little bit more difficult because you get to, like, you have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose who you're going to watch, when you're going to watch a VOD, and that's becoming like a huge, like it's becoming a new schedule on itself, by itself. So, wow, okay, I couldn't really attack you, really. So that's kind of like the downside of all this, is that now, like, you kind of have to schedule your stream. You know what? I'm tired of this. Let me clear this. You kind of have to schedule your things, and as much as I'm just going to repeat a very good point that Cleo has made in one of his streams. If you haven't subscribed, Composer Cleo creates amazing music. Please, you know, give him a chance for at this. He makes Animal Crossing music video, but not only that, I want to make that very clear. He makes also other kind of music that you can find on Spotify at Composer Cleo. All together. It's not like separated. Just like Composer and Cleo together. But yeah, he did mention in one of his stream, or was it a member stream? But basically that at the end of the day, it's still kind of like a competition, even though it's not. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on how you see it. I don't personally see me creating content or streaming as a competition for, like, I don't want to compete with any of my content creator friends. I just want them to succeed in their own way. But it is a competition because you are, you know, kind of quote unquote fighting for viewers' attention. please. And I know kind of like my core crew. And I know that if I were to stream again at the same time as Cleo, for example, or Crossing Minute Dan, that there's a lot of viewers that I wouldn't have in my chat, which makes total sense because I myself would rather be in their chat than in mine. But it's kind of like what you have to keep in mind. But at the same time, like, if I had to stop every time everybody would stream, I wouldn't be streaming myself, you know? So, like, you just stream whenever you stream. And it's kind of my fault also for not having like a regular schedule. Like, it's not, I would say, okay, every Monday I'm going to stream, you know, at 10 a.m. EST. Because that's not the case. Because if I have a contract, then it's no longer working. Technically speaking, Thursdays, even though it might not be the case anymore once I start working, but let's say Thursdays would be kind of like my off day technically. Well, if I have a contract, well, not a contract, but if I have a patient of my own and they want to schedule a Thursday, then I'm no longer available. So there's a lot of like small things like that that I have to take into account, because technically, since I'm working on my own and I basically have 2 jobs, the concept of having a schedule is very difficult for me, because at the end of the day, I can technically work 7 days a week, which I don't want to, I don't plan to, but it is still very much a possibility, especially with my my contract starting. So the small change that I would do is usually I give only Monday to Wednesday available, and then Thursday I keep it to myself, but it's still there if I need to give one more day for work, but it's still, how can I explain it? Like, I basically give my, like, I give 3 days per week, period. But I still give like a +1 day in case, you know, work is a little bit crazy and the schedule, you know, makes it very hard for me to fit everything in, you know, 3 days, or if there's a blitz of patient incoming. So I keep that available just in case. And then I just adjust my schedule in Ooooo as I see fit. But now, because I do need the money, I'm going to be available basically from Monday to Thursday for a bit, as a physiotherapist assistant, and get myself some cash. And so what that means is that all of my patient, oh no, crap, is all of my patient in Ooooo then get bumped to Fridays and perhaps Sunday morning, or Saturday morning most likely, and sometimes Sunday morning if I'm an idiot. Guess who's dumb and has 2 thumbs? That's me. Okay. And yeah, so it's kind of like, that's a part that is a bit of a bummer, because there's chances that I will work 7 days a week depending on the demands of my clients. And I know, like, I can be pretty ruthless and say, hey, I just have that available here. But at the same time, like, I'm trying to build myself some kind of clientele where things are steady enough for me to be like, if that happens, I can just refuse them. You know what I mean? Like, I have enough to be like, well, if you don't want to take those availabilities, then you can go elsewhere, basically. In a much nicer way of saying, because I do adore my clients. They're amazing. And that's the part that makes working on your own and making your own schedule and kind of like the struggle of being self-employed makes it worth it. If that makes sense. Because that kind of freedom to kind of select people is not something that I can do at the hospital. And at the hospital, it's pretty rare that I have like patients that I dislike. It's very, very rare. But it's still kind of different because sometimes you get the struggle with specific clients. Well, keep saying clients. With sorry, with basically specific patients that it's not depressing. That wouldn't be the correct word, but it's a bit discouraging at times. Because you're here to basically make them go home, and unfortunately there's other circumstances, you know, that can lead sometimes to self-sabotage. It happens. It's very rare, but it happens. And when that happens, you know, it's a bit of a bummer because you're like, then why am I keeping you in my schedule then? Like, you don't want to go back home. You want to be, you know, placed at a nursing home for XYZ reason. Like, why? Like, I'm trying to do my best and make you feel comfortable because I see that you have a potential of quality of life that you can achieve and that other patients can't. And it becomes frustrating because, you know, you become kind of like powerless when it comes to that. And so that's kind of like the downside of having those patients, because I have no power in removing them in my schedule. I have no power whatsoever. It needs to be like a crew decision. Basically, the doctor needs to, like, we have a group meeting where the OT is there, the nursing staff, the orderly, orderly in charge of the care, and the doctor is here, the pharmacist is here. So it's like, it's a whole freaking team. At times, not often, at times. And we as a group kind of discuss this case. And if it's something that arises, and obviously you speak to the OT first and be like, hey, have you noticed that? And usually the answer is yes or no. 10 times out of 10, we agree on what we see. And that's kind of like the suckiest part, is that we have to wait until we talk about this at the round table and be like, hey, so here's the situation, and that's why, like, we can't really keep them anymore. But obviously if there's anything like medical that needs to be done, then unless we got an official okay from the doctor to discharge, so basically discharge them from physiotherapy or occupational therapy, we're kind of stuck with them. And most of the time I try to keep them because I don't want for them to be deconditioned even more, you know. And still try to pull a Hail Mary. All right. We are done with this phase. Okay. Let's go through the sacred phase, and then I'll stop after that. Okay. Yep. Okay, tell me, how is it? How is it? Are we doing good? Yeah, we're doing good. Okay. All is well. Good. Yes. Please. Jolanda. She's new. Oh. Yikes. Conversation with Aesir. Hold on. But she got the, I did give her the angel lips, did I? I did. Well, it's -2, so I kind of want to see how bad it went. For a mere human, you sure are arrogant. Yikes. Yup, she is. While guarding the fort, Jolanda is addressed by an Aesir soldier. Though he probably did not intend it, he unintentionally wounds Jolanda with his remarks. How dare you? I was Princess of Artolia. I may not be an Aesir, but I'm... Oh, goodness. I have a right to be arrogant. Nope, you don't. Her temper. Sylvan bow. What is this? Get the Sylvan bow. Alfheim. Don't know it. Asgard is divided in 5 main areas. Valhalla, where Odin and the other lives. Jotunheim, World of Ice. Ruled by the Vanir. Niflheim, Land of the Dead. Muspelheim, Land of the Flame. Alfheim, Fairies leaves. The Sylvan bow. Blah blah blah. Legend says, blessed by the King of Fairies, power to ward off demons. Even a giant demon is said to be slain in a single shot. Okay, so we want that bow. The text went by so fast. I'm sorry. If we're able to... Hold on. If we're to have any hopes on winning... Yeah. Okay. Looking in here. Listen, I'm not going to pronounce it well. Head for Alfheim. I understand. You may take the Sylvan bow and go. I think it's because of the angel lips for this. So otherwise, we would have fought Demon's weaknesses. Exploit, recognize. Is it Thor? Yeah, it is Thor. Really mean it? Yes, I mean it. I shall continue to expect much for you. Leave it to me. As long as I'm here, the Vanir will never win. You can just relax now. That's a little bit pompous. Okay, well, good for her. Let's see my other souls. Villainous. Battle for magic tool. Oh, so nothing much happened. Conversation with Ter. I believe his design was kind of cool. Yeah, I did like him. Villainous. You're a good and a proud man. But are you fit enough warrior? During the break, Ter suddenly speaks to Villainous. I have no complaints about your fighting abilities. What worries me is your fortitude. You demand high moral principles in battle and seek justice by your action. But a battle is no place for dreamers. Be careful. A moment's distraction invites death. Don't die in a meaningless death. That's all I have to say. Sure. Oh, he worries about him. Okay, battle for magic tools. Is there anything special? Morgren Caves. Second platoon. Okay, Thor, talk to me. We have learned that the magic tools we have been searching for are in the Morgren Caves, to the northeast of Valhalla. I want you, the second platoon, to head there and retrieve the magic tools by any means necessary. Be aware that the caves are teeming with monsters which have been sent by Hel, Queen of Niflheim. Be very cautious around them. Isn't Hel the daughter of Loki? I think. May be mistaken. Okay, Lulwin. Yes, tell me. What happened? Exploit recognize. I don't want to. I'm going to skip for this one. Attack on Fort Gerudo. Okay. It was now time to put the long-awaited plan to blah blah blah. The important base of the Vanir army, the southeast, into action. Long-awaited plan. Okay. This mission is crucial to the Aesir army's success. We mustn't fail. Fort Gerudo is one of the Vanir's most important bases. Take it out, and it will hurt them bad. Let's hit them hard. Yar. Victorian War. Okay. Good. Skipping. Please. It's a part. I can't skip her dialogue. Okay. Contest with Oooooh, Battle at Dawn. Let's see what was said. And then I need to have my... Oh, cutie. Janice, how about a contest with me and my bow? If you wish. Good, let's go. Just prepping my papers. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a tie. It appears so. Janice, if we continue to improve, I may not be so lucky next time. Yeah, Janice is the best archer. Love him. Aside from Valkyrie. Battle at Dawn. Just one more. Battle at Daybreak. Josu Huraru High Plain. The new fortress is being played on the Jorksal Plain. Oh, it's the Jorksal. It wasn't translated. Third platoon has been deployed. Stand guard during the construction. Sim fortress construction would be completed with an incident. The fortress is attacked by the Vanir army. Ooh. Okay. The enemy! It's a surprise attack by the Vanir. Everyone relax, stand your position, and prepare to repel the attack. Yeah. Amazing. I'm proud of them. Deceive an opponent perfectly. I'm so proud of him. Skip. Yes, I know it's magnificent. Okay. Hold on. Okay, good. It's me to give you this artifact. Let me see. Oh, Mystic Cross! Bracelet of Zo. Let's go. Spell Reinforced. That's good. I don't know much of them, but I'm Mystic Cross. My eyes saw them. Okay. So chapter 5, it's hero value of 9T. It needs to be nimble. Why do I feel like it's going to be Yume? Yeah, a hero can swim. Okay. March. Yeah, I believe that I'm going to send another attack. Oh, maybe not. Attack power. Resist damage. Not my pen dying. Damage. And defend. Okay. I'm going to look. I know that I need to send one specific character that we're going to meet in chapter 5. We need swordsmen. Okay, swordsman. Yeah, that's kind of like the prerequisite. I know already who we're going to send, at least one of them. Okay. This should conclude. Please insert Dix 2. Okay, this concludes the end of today's playthrough. Thank you guys so much for being here and for all the support. We are officially halfway into the game. It's going to be a roller coaster until then, but I'm super stoked to showcase it to you. So if you made it this far, again, thank you so much. And do the YouTube thing. If you think that I might be a good fit for any of your friends that enjoys watching either playthroughs or just a overall unhingedness, you can recommend my channel. I'm just saying, just a small share is always welcome. But please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.